Festival to celebrate contemporary tribal imagination. My name is Swati Sushmita Lakra, and I shall be the host for today. The Tribal Design Forum is a vibrant community of multidisciplinary designers and creative professionals from the various tribes of India. For the past 3 years, we have been gathering here regularly, interacting with domain experts, learning from them, and exploring ways to use art and design and technology for the benefit of our communities. In fact, Tribal Design Forum has curated some of the finest works from the artists and designers and other creative professionals who have previously spoken on our platform. We are currently organizing a month-long online festival showcasing and celebrating contemporary tribal imagination from the 1st to the 31st of August, every evening at 7:30 p.m. For more details, you can go to www.tribaldesignforum.com. The sessions are also live streamed on YouTube and on Zoom. That said, continuing on our quest to showcase and appreciate the brilliant work of artists, designers, and creative professionals from tribal communities, we are here today to delve into the journey of Sahib Ram Tudu, a renowned designer, animator, artist, and he's also academics in the Faculty of Visual Arts, Banaras Hindu University. Sahib will share his inspiring journey and delve into the world of visual narration, where he brings to life the rich tapestry of Santhali culture and history. In this provoking presentation and talk, Sahib will discuss his innovative ways of various media, including animation and visual art, to tell compelling stories that celebrate Santhali traditions, folklore, and historical narratives. Tune in as Sahib showcases his remarkable projects that vividly portray the rich tapestry of Santhali culture while exploring themes of identity, heritage, and the significance of cultural preservation. Don't miss this opportunity to engage with a visionary artist and learn from them the power of visual storytelling to preserve and promote indigenous cultures. The presentation by Sahib will be of 30 minutes, followed by 30 minutes of Q&A. Please feel free to put your questions or comments in the chat while the presentation is on. We would be keen to take up your questions while with Sahib at the question answer session. Due to paucity of time, we shall be able to take only first 5 questions that appear in the chat box. So keep your questions ready. Um, I would like to apologize in advance because probably because of some technical errors, we won't be presenting much. This will be more of a talk show. We will ask questions to Sahib while he explores, uh, while he will talk about his journey, his career, and his inspiration throughout. Sahib, the floor is all yours.
Okay. Johar, everyone. Sanam ko Johar. Shall I continue?
Yes, sure.
So, due to lack of internet connections, I'm right now not able to present the works which, uh, being an artist or animator, whatever I have done. But I would like to share the journey, like from where I'm actually and how my journey started. And I will tell you about the current, like the academic career I'm pursuing. So all these things are part of right now of my life. So first of all, I uh, my birthplace is from Bukunda, Purulia. It's comes under the West Bengal, and right now uh, I am pursuing as a academician as a assistant professor, and before that, like I should start from my childhood. So being a tribal and being a, like young fellow from the childhood, I used to observe like whatever the mothers and the surroundings among the tribals or the Santal culture, they usually regularly do us their, like daily course. So through the year, we have lots of events like, like uh, preparing paddy to, harvesting the uh, crops and all. So suppose we have 3, 4 major festivals like Baha and the harvesting festival Shohrai, and we have Diwali as well, like which is under the Shohrai, and Karam, or we can say Dasai festival, which is the another biggest festivals which we celebrate. So 2, 3 major festivals which we have, and being a tribal fellow, I used to observe from the beginning only, like how the mothers and the our other aunties and the grandma and all, they used to draw during the harvest festivals. They decorate the walls and all. So those images or the visual imagery, they directly influenced me a lot. And like pursuing the the educations and all. In the beginning, I was not sure about the, like I will take this career, the fine arts career, or the like being, I will be pursuing the uh, artist career. So in the beginning, I had interest. I used to draw a lot, and I used to copy from the masters. If I will say like Michelangelo and the uh, Leonardo and other, like uh, uh, Indian artists as well, like Jamini Roy and Amrita Sergil and all. So I used to have Saturday, Sunday classes, which I used to go to do the, like get the knowledge about the fine arts. So it was, uh, means it's my own hobby to, do the, means get the knowledge about the fine arts, but it was not sure I will be continuing. So till the 6th, I went to the missionary school at Giridi College. So at that, I used to visit the churches and all. So in churches, there were lots of imagery of Jesus and the crucifixions and the narratives of Bible stories and all. So I used to have lots of you know uh, books in library as well, and different magazines from our teachers and fathers. So those images somewhere, it like influenced me a lot to like it could be a like very good opportunity being a artist if I can pursue. And after finishing 10th, I came back to Dhambad, and I joined BCom. So I completed first year, BCom first year, and again I thought maybe like commerce, that uh, career would be not good for me. So I realized that I should at least try whatever that hobbies I had. So again, I have tried this BFA course in Banaras Hindu University, and I got the admission in my first attempt. So it was very good experience for me, and after that, my career started. And for the first year, we had BFA foundation course, and through that entire courses we have learned a lot, like textile, applied art, paintings, ceramic, and the sculptures and all. So after all, going through all these fundamental courses, I realized that I should have sculpture as my mainstream, or as a uh, main course. So I took the sculpture as a part of my second year specialization, and I continued till the uh, 2006, and thus I had completed my BFA, and after that I have realized I should further continue the MFA. So again I completed by 2008. So in these years, I used to come back home and I used to study lots of temple architectures which are near my home places, like in Purulia and Dhanbad. And I grew up in Dhanbad as well, because my father used to have the means government services. So we used to also stay there as well. So for me, Jharkhand or Bengal, both the places are my means I will say home, because my mother is from Dhanbad and father is was from Purulia. So it's not a like it's geographically separated, but for me, it's entire the location is similar. I found very similar in terms of culture, in terms of local languages and the peoples around we have. So by the time when I have finished this sculpture and master from Banaras Indian University, I went to NID to pursue the animation film design, and there we had lots of courses, like starting from character designing, understanding the film language, editing process, and different filmmaking process related to animations and all. So finally, my interest was related to the animations and as well this puppet animations, which usually we sculpt the clay and we make different characters. So these were the major interest area. So during that time, I had made one stop motion animations, and for that we had five people's that group. So that movie was very successfully recognized. We got the national award from animation film festivals, and again the second diploma film which I created, the story was related to my mother and the women around in tribal community who all like dedicatedly works to nourish the entire family or the take care of the society only. So it was based on the women's activities, and right now that film is on Vimeo. It's the name of film is Nayo. It's related to mother. In Santali, Nayo means mother, or we sometimes address as woman. And uh, this film also internationally recognized. We received lots of awards. It also is screened in Switzerland, in South Korea, and in China in Beijing and all. So we had very nice experience, and after that, based on that film, uh, I also got hired in Tata Interactive uh, Private Limited in Kolkata. So I worked there for 2.5 years. Then again, I switched to Cognizant IT industry. So I also worked there for 5 years, and after finish means during 2018, I applied for BSc and I got through it during 2019, and still I'm continuing right now. And being a sculptor right now, we teach lots of uh, courses related to sculptures, compositions, stone carvings, metal castings, and wood carving as well. So one thing I would like to say here, like when I was in Kolkata, so I had one exhibitions. It was based on the Chantal origin, the myth, and the stories and all. So during 2013 April, I booked a gallery in Academy of Fine Arts, and I exhibited almost 46 artworks. And during that time, Ruby Hambram also came, the publisher, and she bought one of my artworks. It's related to Shibu Kanu. So that artwork, I think somewhere it inspired Ruby to and before that she was also working on Shibu Kanu. So she asked me to paint the book which she is writing, and thus uh, I got the project related to that revolt of Santal 1855, and I have narrated the visuals, and the book has very like linear drawings, and it's very appealing to the children, which is very simplified figures and all. So it's showing lots of like the struggles of Santal people. That's how the book also we have finished. And after that, I got one another project. It was based on the sculptures. So there was one very big project. Uh, it was from US, not from US, UK. Actually, the Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology had offered us, and that sculpture was got finished, and it was taken to England, and it is now in the permanent display. And after that, again we had one another workshop related to instrument, the Banam instrument, which is one string or three string that instruments which usually traditionally we play uh, during the shine or in other time as well. So that instrument also uh, being taken to the Norway, which is now in Oslo Museum. So that's how these three major works are the major contribution of my life towards, I would say, Santals or our people, or and that's how like apart from doing animations or the digital multimedia artworks, I came to as a academic this career, and it was very beneficial for me because while I was having going through the interviews and all, so they were asking lots of things about our different cultures. So that's how I had finally reached here. So that's how the journey, final journey of life.
Sahib,
Yeah.
thank you so much for giving that intro. I'll start with my first question. So, what inspired you to pursue a career in design, animation, and art, especially focusing on Santali culture?
For me, actually, first of all, I was, like eager to know the new things, like how the animation functions actually, what its possibilities and all. Because, like from our batch, around 10 people from our batch, they, like joined the NID during our time. in 2007 or 8. So I was also fascinated, like, what are the things, in design institutes actually, teaches. So I came to know that if I would choose the animations, then I have the possibilities of, like handling the clay and other uh, props and all, which I can create the characters, which is similar to, I will say, sculpture and all. So that's how I thought the sculpture will be the best uh, career out there. Even I had also given the exam in toy and game, but I also got selected in that. But jury panel said you have to choose one discipline. So I said that okay, then I will definitely choose the animation and film design. So that's how I joined for the animations, and I uh, continued that thing. And I found that, like, of course, fine art has also that, storytelling and the reaching to the lots of audiences. But animations, the digital medium, has the much more possibilities to reach to the world audience, and it through the animations and the storytelling, or maybe the documentaries, we can say lots of things. Even we can document our culture. So that's the main purpose of, finally gaining the knowledge about the design.
So, who were your key influences or mentors who shaped your artistic journey?
Thank you for asking me all this, because sometimes we uh, maybe focus on some of the teacher, but throughout our life, lots of people who actually inspired us. Like, if I will say from the, like, when I was in government middle school, there were one teacher. Uh, she was a Bengali teacher, so she used to have lots of uh, drawing courses. She used to teach us actually. The first teacher, I will say, of course, mother. Second, that school teacher, Chanda Shaha. Third, I will say, we had uh, right now, that person is that person is actually a political leader right now of Jharkhand, in Dhanbad. So he used to also do the night classes. So I used to visit. He actually guided me to the go for the Sunday and Saturday classes for the art school. So I joined there, and after that, from that school, the name was Prerna Art School, and it was also governed by, affiliated by the Prachin Kala Kendra, yeah, Punjab and all, Chandigarh, sorry. So there were one teacher, Nita, uh, Samanta. So she was the main driving force towards the leading towards the fine arts, and after that I joined here, and I found lots of great teachers. And from here I went to the NID also. We had Shekhar Mukherjee. He was actually mentor of this film. Even we had lots of teacher, Ajay Tiwari and all. So I will say these were the teachers who actually, shaped my career or journey, or the, like, pursuing or knowing the culture about our traditions. Because in the beginning, I was much more, like, uh, focused on the modern art and modern sculptures and all. I was not literally uh, doing or knowing the Chantal, that wall art and all. I never used to keenly observe the wood carvings and all. But after going NID, I used to have lots of, like, other perspective as well, like how the textile and the graphic people and the furniture people and the toy and game design peoples, they used to go for the, craft documentation. They used to have lots of sketches about the how these craft sectors work, what are their possibilities, and how it is declining, and how we can revive. So all this philosophy, which like as a institute, they shape up us. So those philosophies somehow indirectly came into my in my vision as well. So I again realized, like, we have lots of paintings related to Shohrai or Bar, or we have lots of carvings related to doors and furnitures and instrument as well. So somewhere all these teachers, and as well, especially the Shekhar Mukherjee, he also, even I will name the another teacher, uh, that MP Ranjan and Aditi Ranjan. So they were very, very inspiring teachers for us. So that's how, I again reached out to my people, and I again started observing each and every element of our society.
Sahib, what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced in your careers as a tribal designer? How have you overcome these challenges?
For me, suppose after joining NID, first challenges was to get through the, some kind of the, job and all. But for me, it was for the first year that after finishing in 2011, I was stuck for 1 year. Like, I was finishing my films, and I was thinking, okay, if the next year I will not get a job, so the kind of whatever experience I have achieved or I have gained, it will be get lost, or maybe what will happen if I will not you know have any kind of like either employment and all. So that was little I was worrying, but 1 year I had taken the classes in NID. I was taking foundation courses and all for UC and PC. And it gave me enough, like confidence that okay, anywhere I will go, I definitely I can teach. If I will go to the industry, definitely I will do my best. And that's how for the in Tata Interactive, I was doing uh, that lip sync animations and few character designing and all. So that's how 2.5 years I have spent there. And Cognizant Interactive System, TC, TCS, sorry, CTS. So in that, I got lots of opportunity to work with different mediums and different videos and all. So even that opportunity nourished me a lot to grow in my career. But especially, I will say, apart from that, I didn't had much struggle in terms of like maybe getting any kind of like opportunities. I had very good this I will say smooth journey in terms of like journey.
I see. Before we move ahead, we have a short announcement for the upcoming exciting events by Tribal Design Forum. We are organizing two boot camps, and I shall show that first. We are organizing two boot camps of 3 days each, where we meet in person, interact, and learn from each other through collaborative workshops and immersive experience with the local communities and cultural, while we focus on developing strategies for the social, cultural, and economic development of the tribal communities in the region through art, design, and technology. The first boot camp is on 2nd of October um, to 4th of October at Kohima with the tribal communities of Nagaland. The second one is at Ukurul from 6th of October to 8th of October. All the details can be found at www.tribaldesignforum.com. Moving ahead, I have another question for you.
Yes.
So, how do you believe your work contributes to the conservation and preservation of Santhali culture? What are your goals for future in terms of cultural preservation?
At this point, like the wood carvings which you had, shown at your like blogs and all, like you have seen the woodcut reliefs and all. So right now I'm planning to make a book too, which is related to the philosophy and the aesthetics of the Chantal. Especially, I'm focusing on right now Chantals because it's better to justify, or it's better to do the like major research on that. So that book format will help somewhere like the journey as well, and it will capture the essence of the like the paintings and all, which through the year the women's actually they do different alpunas and ritualistic artworks and all. So it will cover almost all this area, and maybe in future I'm still planning like to make different stories and animations and means the illustrations which actually my strength is. So all three things can be done, or I'm planning right now. This is still in progress. So that's how my right now future plans.
And who is your target audience for your work? How do you measure the impact of your creations on your audience?
The audiences, it's for everyone. It's not like I'm focusing on the children only, because being a part of academic field, I have to focus all categories of people. So that's how I'm planning.
And do you collaborate with other artists or organization to promote Santhali culture? How important is community involvement for you and for your work?
Uh, since I will say 2013 and all, like when I made Ruby as a publisher, she actually again, like involved in different projects which she used to, like do. And after that, you know, another that organization which actually uh, came to me, that was the Richa Foundation. The Richa actually focusing on different cultural and the regional art forms and the crafts and the music and that some dying art forms, which the area of her work is from West Bengal only. So I was part of that foundation for, I will say, almost 3 or 4 years. So I had much more experience about, like how we have documented the entire journey of Shohrai, the process and the possibilities and the like how it is being introduced by some uh, that Pope culture, like
Sahib, are you there? Sahib, are you there? Okay, I think there are some technical issues, but I think we lost Sahib. But I have an announcement for upcoming two TDF contests, which is currently actually happening, TDF photography contest and TDF essay writing contest. And all details can be found at www.tribaldesignforum.com. Kindly check it and register. It will be fun. We have conducted this before, and there had been numerous photographers and artists which have who have connected from everywhere in the world. So kindly check out. We're trying to connect with Sahib. Please give us a moment. Sahib is having some technical issues. He is unable to join right now. So, guys, I would want all the attendees to answer one question. How is the session going of this month-long Tribal Futures? So, if anyone wants to come forward and share their experience, please come forward.
I am Anuradha.
Hi,
Yeah.
Nirata.
So it has been many sessions I couldn't attend for the previous engagement, but it has been a very nice, as I thought I'm flowing with all the people in this journey like water. Yeah, I mean, like letting, I'm just entering to others' lives through
Yes.
their presentations, through their emotions. And I also felt connected that, okay, yeah, there are many people who are working like us, what Folkweave does in south of Odisha. So it was not only, it's not like, it's not an experience. It's, I think, it's a intellectual bliss, I would say, to get and to understand so many emotions of different people who are working. And in between also, we had a lot of good discussions, and how our you see, I always felt, how to keep our culture intact, the
Mhm.
tribal culture.
Hello,
Uh,
hello.
Sahib is back.
I think yes,
Yeah, Anuradha was sharing with us her experience of tribal futures.
yes. So I mean, when we say future, I mean, how do we visualize? And are we really allowing the new generation of tribals to visualize, to imagine, to aspire, inspire? They're
Yeah.
taking inspiration or also aspiring for doing something. सपने देखो और सपने देखने के लिए आगे पैर भी, एक दो पैर भी बढ़ाओ. Are we
Bilkul.
preparing the generations for that? I mean, it has been a wonderful uh, journey for me this last 30 days, and tomorrow when there's another session.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's important to keep up the what do you say, the I would not use revolution, but it is the burning. You need to agitate yourself very positively to come forward. I mean, because there are so many things that has happening in our tribal area. There are influence of clan, there is clan feuds, there is religion influence, there is political interference, and the tribalism, the tribal thing is getting lost somewhere. So, I mean, it is necessary to revive our textiles, but it's necessary to revive the tribalism within us. That is very important. And I think, these are all small steps that we are taking.
Thank you, Anuradha. Thank you so much. We will continue with Sahib. Sahib,
Yeah. The
yes,
power got lost. So
it's all right. So we're gonna ask you another question. This is regarding your upcoming projects. So can you tell us about your upcoming projects you're working on? What themes or stories do you hope to explore in the future?
right now, I will be, focusing on the few experimental work, which is related to, what are the motives we actually have as a travel, related to the carvings as well, which I was saying. So those elements I will introduce. Maybe I will explore into 3, 4 other mediums, and that's how I hope.
Yeah, we have a question in the chat. So Khami, she asks, how do you balance your artistic vision with of the work or art and preserving while also incorporating a lot of contemporary?
You said preserving as well and incorporating the contemporary things.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So right now, incorporating the contemporary elements little bit. I'm not focusing on that, but I would like to, go with the old that design or the motifs or the style which we have, because I think recreating or maybe, like reintroducing those elements itself will make like that contemporary approach. So I hope that's how I'm not forcefully, like I want to introduce the, some kind of views and all, but right now I would like to stick on the which original motives which we have.
So, how do you choose the appropriate medium, be it animation or visual art or sculpting, to convey a particular Santali story or theme? How do you choose the appropriate medium?
See, mediums, if we will say that the multimedia has that possibility, but right now uh, I am focusing on the only 2D or little bit that relief sculptures, but not focusing on right now any kind of animations. Just right now, I'm focusing on the, like either relief or either that 2D drawings or artworks, which last as well in workshops in Ranchi. I had made one Shorai artworks, which is related to the Sunday of Shorai. So my focus is right now on the canvas or on either could be on wood block or it could be like some kind of either bamboo or other structure. But right now I'm not focusing on the films because film will take much time, longer time. But here I have that possibility, like introducing the little bit film dimensions to my script.
What aspect, this question is from Shyam. So he asks an interesting question, which is what aspect of community that you think has impact on your artistic creativity?
Uh, I will not say like only tribal people had inspired me, but there were lots of communities who all are engaged with lots of, like folk art, could be modern, it could be, of course, bond art is there, part of it. So, being a, like fine arts student, we used to have lots of, art materials, explore lots of books, art forms. So, for me, it's not like, certain one particular art form had inspired me. I think it's every art form which is beautiful to us, which comes from our soul, had inspired me.
Thank you. So, how do you connect your work to the broader context of indigenous art and storytelling?
Traditional art, see, for the animation or maybe the medium of illustration as a book format or individual piece of art, this, like either through multiple drawings or multiple, frames, we can say the same things through one single frame as well. We can say the same thing as well. But yeah, of course, the multiple, like frames has much more that lively feel. It can, quickly grab by the viewers, but art piece and other sculptures is difficult uh, grab by the viewers, which is sometimes very intellectual. So for me, I hope both the things will work, but right now, let's see means how I will go about it.
So, what advice would you give to younger artists who are interested in using their art to promote indigenous cultures?
For the for the younger people, I must say, like, we have lots of traditional things, lots of traditional music, lots of clothing, which is related to different tribes and all. And somehow we should, deeply go back to our roots. We should do the study. We should know the people who all are involved with those art forms. And after that, like, uh, they wish to, like, be a part of this long heritage, they may go for the design institute or for the fine arts institute, and they can explore those things as their part of, like, endless opportunity or as a career. That's how my little suggestions for them.
So before we close this session, I have another last question for you. So what do you hope your legacy will be as a tribal designer and storyteller?
Thanks, Swati, and your entire team. I think we somehow you all had managed to, like, connect me, and right now little bit that, like, as you are mentioning about the legacy and all, so I hope it's I think we should left it to the time, like, the it's sometimes we are very young people right now, we are just into the path and we are just exploring the, possibilities, and I hope maybe someday people, like, realize. And sometimes what happens, we can't force anybody, like, you have to do this thing, you have to, like, try to revive the traditions or the whatever art forms are dying actually, but generally it comes from the, within, some that thinkers, some kind of, intellectual peoples who all are really concerned about the society, and that's how it comes, and that's how it actually, uh, it actually, like, re I will say reconstruct this art form itself, or it revived by itself. So we are just part of, like, small unit, and I hope if somebody can, like, they are uh, getting inspired by my artwork, then I hope it's very grateful to all of you who all are maybe enjoying or appreciating, and I hope is the concern about our people, they should think on this, and they can choose, or they can, uh, like, pick up this as a career. Is that's how this we can't force that people should remember me, but it's their love and our love that we are connected right now.
Thank you so much, Sahib. Your passion and dedication to sharing the rich tapestry of Santhali culture through animation and visual art is truly inspiring, even though we did not get to see it today. We are very grateful for your insights and for sharing your remarkable journey with us. To all our attendees, thank you for your engagement and your thoughtful questions. Your support is crucial in amplifying Indigenous voices and stories. Thank you once again, and we hope to see you at our next session tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Sahib.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.